If you go on a rock-solid rig trip, there's one thing you can always count on. That is lots of rain. No, that's really a joke, guys. But the for real side of it is, the times of years that we love to visit the Ozarks, it generally does rain a lot. But that means three really good things. Number one, it keeps the temperature down. Number two, bugs. There are no bugs. And number three, the most important, it makes for some epic water crossings. Well, sometimes the trail just ends and you can't go no further. It shows it to go further on the map, but we got down there, there's a little kind of a dip, there's a creek crossing right there, there's a tree that's been felled, and somebody has went in there and cut it out, but it's the trail just literally disappears right after the tree. It turns and goes up the side of a mountain. There's a real deep ravine on the right that's just super soft and squishy, and it's just not worth it today. So turn around, go find another way out. Now, you might say it is nothing but a tree, but if you look really close, it's actually very unique. It's actually growing underneath the rock. It comes out right there, and it comes off of this tree. It's actually pushed that whole piece of rock up pretty cool. I definitely wanted to make a stop over here again, as our last trip when we came out, Spanhour Falls did not exist. It was a completely dried up creek, nothing but solid rock, not a drop of water to be seen. This would normally be a raging pool of water. So for all you YouTube video watchers out there that have seen Spanhour Falls, that's Spanhour Falls. So it was really cool to get to visit it again, to see just how beautiful they really are. So this is just a hiking trail that comes off the Spanhour Falls road. It's supposed to go up to Lucy Falls, but I'm not really sure what they're supposed to look like. So this may be it. I don't really know. But it is marked all along the trail here with they got flagging and stuff tied to the trees. But I mean, you can see the trail, obviously, but it's not too far off the main road, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. So if that's them, it's not really not what I thought it would be, really. But anyways, let's get back out of here. Haven't found no bear yet, so we're doing good. We've had a lot of rain though, so it is slick. Still real pretty back in here though. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's not worth the walk out there. Wouldn't take much for the trail to get grown up though, to not be able to see it. But like I say, there's flagging everywhere.
Actually a waterfall?
Dude, it makes Niagara Falls look like a sprinkler. No, not really. I didn't find anything. Okay, so that was the hike up to what's supposed to be Aspen Falls, and then Lucy Falls is way up even further, but I don't think that I ever made it to Aspen Falls. Actually, I don't think I walked near far enough. The trail kept on going. There's plenty of markers, but I came to the stream right there, and I mean, it was a decent enough walk to begin with, so I wasn't going to go any further up there. But there is a road actually on the other side, like way off to our left here to our driver's side, that goes around there, and it comes out real close to Lucy Falls. So I don't know if we can even get through there or not, but let's go find out. At least we can say we tried, right? It's literally a pipe that drove into the rock, or bored into the rock into the side of this mountain, and there's water running out of it. Huh. Well, crap. Josh and them just got to see a dang bear. It ran across the road in front of them and off into the trees. God darn it. Man, I mean, they're up here, and we're here during the time when they're moving around, but we hadn't seen any. But God dang it, Josh and Prav got to see a dang bear. Story of my life. It's slick. I mean, the tires are just loaded up already.
Yep, I'm not gonna be able to get myself out.
Can you go forward just a touch, and then when you come back, just keep the momentum going?
I can try.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't a big deal. I mean, my rope is like right here.
Yeah, kind of digging a hole, and I don't want to start to slide off this lift at all.
Come on back. And whoa. Yeah, you're not stuck. It's just so slick.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw any of this up here. I mean, obviously you hooked up to me, but the stuff off to the right I'm not sure about. And that hole I'm really not sure about.
I mean, I can hook it up to the back of me. I mean, I'll go on down in there. I mean, if I get stuck, we'll just winch it out.
Yeah, I'll be back up fast, you.
Well, it's either bottomless or it's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I don't get close enough that you like drag me in, and I can still get you out. You know?
It's actually not that bad. Sometimes you never know. It's dug out very, very deep, but it's full of rock in the bottom, so.
Hey, well, you have this all mapped, so you are welcome to lead, sire.
Maybe I'll see a bear.
Yeah.
And of course, about the time we get into that mud hole, it would start pouring down rain. So I am now soaked, but hey, it's all right. It's all right. I'm glad I got the trail blades on here. If I'd have had my BFGs on here, man, those things are not good in the mud. Which brings us to the sponsor of today's video. Nope, they ain't none. The only sponsor of today's video is Very Hard Work and My Wallet, so that we can bring you guys along on these adventures with us. But if we did have a sponsor, I would be absolutely gracious for it to be Atturo tires. I run the Trailblade Boss 40-inch stickies on my Jeep and have had absolutely great success out of these tires. I absolutely love them. They work in any kind of condition that I have ever put them through, all the way from the super dry rocks of Moab, where they literally act like Velcro, all the way here to the mud of the Ozarks, and again, they have worked flawlessly. So I really did want to thank Atturo Tires, even though they don't sponsor us, for making an absolutely fantastic off-road tire. Well, now we know we can add a note to the mud hole that actually it's hard on the bottom.
That's exactly what I'm typing in right now.
Of course, that's not saying 50 side-by-sides with their 40s on it. They're not going to come through there and try to dig it out. For some reason, I don't think they can just drive through a mud hole. It seems like they always have to just hammer on it every time they go through something. We have come to one of those spots that makes you go, and it is very wet, very slick, and looks like a very big drop-off. So I'm gonna have to take a look-see here first to decide what we want to do, because once we get down on this wet rock, that's going to be it. We're going to have to commit. Looks very deceiving on camera, but that is a hell of a drop. But actually looks like we're just going to come straight down it. It's easier to fall down than it is to fall up, right? Looking back, I think this is a spot that we actually came up this from the opposite direction, and there was a right line, a middle line, and a left line, but it is all so chewed out now that there basically is only one line straight down it. This is where I tried to go up the right side or the left side over here, and I ended up sliding off the side of the mountain down here. And Josh tried to go up around the trees, but that didn't work either. So anyway, we're just going to come right off of it. It's the only thing we can do. That down there is not too bad. So, but it's deceiving. Yeah, I think we're just going to come right down through there. All right, let's get a running start. We should just clear it all. And yeah, God, it looks totally different from the top here. I think we're just gonna kind of roll off of it right there. We don't want to get too much on that because that'll get us really tippy. So. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. So if this goes wrong, just don't do what I did.
Just remember, if it does start to go wrong, when in doubt, throttle out. If you try to stop, you're definitely going to hit it.
Yeah, this is it, and it is like way more chewed up down there. I think it looks worse than what it is. We'll find out.
Yeah, that's what Prop said. She's like, I feel like I've said that before about this place. That it looks worse than it is, hopefully.
Okay, see, it wasn't quite as bad as it looks, but it's pretty tippy down. Man, cameras do not do nothing. Yeah, I mean, they all look like big rocks, but there's like a big pointy one that dropped off. You don't want to get over to the right on that.
Do I need no more drivers?
No, you should be fine right there. Yeah, I mean, it looks way worse than what it really is. Now I'm like, what a sissy. Little passenger, little passenger. Come on, come on. Yeah, there you go, there you go, come on. Keep on coming. There you are. Something like that. Something like that. It's kind of like controlled chaos. Like, I don't have a choice, so
This is where we're going.
this is where we're going.
The rear started to slide passenger a little bit.
Yeah, but it's a big ledgy rock. I was just boom. That's it. Yeah. So we went up this last time, but it wasn't quite this wet, and it wasn't that dug out. But anyway, that's it. Controlled chaos. Looked way worse than what it was.
Yeah, this is kind of stuff that whenever you tell somebody you're going to the Ozarks, this does not pop into their mind at all. This does not exist down here.
Well, that was fun, huh? Yeah, this is the trail that we turned off onto up here. We went up the other direction, and when we started up it, I was like, wait a minute. My trail guide did not say anything about having to climb rock ledges. And you were like, no, trust me, let's go right. This is going to be smooth and like a paved Ozark road. Yeah, I have a camp spot marked up here. And a tree down.
No way.
It doesn't start.
Okay, now that tree rudely interrupted our progress, went ahead and cleaned the trail, and those little sections that you saw me cut off, we're going to make those into some plaques for our Memorial Day 2025 Ozarks trip. Anyway, carrying on. Okay guys, this is a very, very well-known creek crossing that we do when we come out here. It's beautiful. This over here is all a campground, campsites and stuff. And last time we were through here, I'll walk over there and show you, but last time we were through here, the trail would come out right here and go up around this way. Now I'm going to start showing you the piles of trees that are laying up in here, right here, all of these. And then I will walk over here and show you, well, let me come back this way a little bit. Maybe we can get you a better view. So that will give you an indication. And also there's another tree down over here, right there. That will give you an indication of how high the water was raging through here. This whole bank over here is nothing but down trees, all this just down trees. And so the trail used to come around through here, which I mean you still can. But we used to come around and then we would go right through there. But it's just piles and piles of trees. You don't think that water is powerful when it's raging through here? Shoot. just keep in mind that it is raining pretty hard now, and if you get stuck, I don't want to have to get out to pick up too.
No, I understand that completely.
I mean, I will. I'll take one for the team, but okay, now I'm feeling like Jurassic Park.
Been there by now. Thing, and then I tie it to that thing there, and then I pull down this thing here, and I pull it back up.
Oh, let's take you guys on a little bit of a ride again. It's really muddy, obviously, because of all the rain right now, but normally that would be the prettiest blue, clearish water. It's absolutely incredible how beautiful the water is here in Arkansas.
It's just down further south.
As much as we do love the rain when we come out here for these really cool water crossings, I'm actually sad for you guys, though, to not get to see how clear and blue the water really is out here. It is absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, I remember this. It's just out here in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I've never been here. I've seen it because of y'all, but yeah.
Yeah, we're not, I mean, I don't know how far we are from the road, but it's not close.
Okay, so I'm going to show you on our map here. Okay, so all the tracks that you see saved are just trails. All right. This is the only major highway is right over here, okay? So this is literally out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Elm Hollow, Mine Hollow. So this is where we're at right now. And this is this old truck. Ugh. And it is not pouring, but it is raining. Anyways. Godly, there's just water everywhere. Anyways, here it is. It is wedged up between these two trees right here. And there's nothing left of it except a cab. That steering box right there is actually worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
That steering box. These hinges too.
Well, let's rip them out. Come on. I mean, hell, it's got the seat frame in it.
So anyways, no idea what the story is. The frame has just been chopped off. Oh.
How do you do? Stick your head in there.
This door over here, other than the damn gunshot holes in it, is actually in perfect shape.
Stick your head in the hole.
cheese.
Steering wheel? We can take that.
It's a little froze up, but
Yeah.
anyways, this door, the hinge, oh well, never mind. It's been sitting out here so long, the bottom of it's rotted out. But man, that's a shame. That door is actually in perfect shape. Golly. Anyways, yeah, it's just wedged up between these two trees. So don't really know any story behind it. I mean, if it was stolen way back in the day, or I mean, it's been out here for so long. That's pretty cool. I walked through the lake to get back to the Jeep.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Just an old truck wedged up between two trees, sitting out here in the absolute middle of nowhere in the Ozark Mountains of Arkansas. You know, it'd be really cool in a way if like the right person was like, you know what, we're gonna save this truck, the Ozarks Arkansas truck, because it is salvageable. I mean, all that metal that's rusted out and everything can be patched in there and still utilize basically, you know, 80% of that cab.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like the bottom quarter, the bottom third of the doors, you can prefab those and replace them, but I mean, everything else is good.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy panels and everything, just section panels of everything on that truck. So it'd be cool if they did something like that and then like donate it to like the Arkansas Heritage Foundation or something. All right, so water crossing. We're gonna have to study this one though, because it may be pretty deep. As you can see, there's a river running down the road behind me already. Let's see if we can figure out a way to get across this. So it's flowing. No, turn around, don't drown. It's flowing pretty fast. So generally, like if the water gets really slow, it gets deeper, right? So, but anyways, we are going to double hook our recovery ropes. Anyway, give us a lot of distance across there. So if it's okay, we can just drive on out the other side, and the other one is still way back here. And if it gets to a point where we've like, okay, yeah, it's not, we feel it's uncomfortable, then I can back out and just pull back on with the ropes. That way, if something did go wrong, we don't get turned down the creek, right? Because with the water being so muddy, it's just so hard to gauge the depth anymore, right? So anyways, we're just gonna be extra cautious. So I'm gonna get my rope out. Josh is gonna get his rope. We're gonna shackle them together and give us plenty. I mean, we also have plenty of winch line too to reach all the way across. So anyway, we're gonna get all hooked up and we'll see what we can do here. All right, so hooked them all together. Got saw shackles out there. Josh and I have already talked about how we're going to do it, what we're going to do, and if things go wrong, there's really no having to talk to each other. We already know the signal, and I will literally back up. So this may be the end of it all, y'all. I don't know. We may never see you again. It's fine. Yeah, just keep on easing forward. just tug along?
Yeah, I'm just letting it idle.
Okay, you can go ahead. I'm coming up out of the creek now. Keep on going. Okay. There we go. Better to be safe than sorry, guys. It's just the way it is. It's not being sissy about it or nothing. Oh, all right, guys. Let me show you. If you want to know how deep it was. There it is. So I'm running 40s. And yeah, not too bad. I mean, we were up to the lower hinge, right? But we're almost basically over the top of the tire. You never know. Well, we are supposed to be going that way. But we got a tree down. So let's see if we can go around it this way, maybe. I can see it now that I'm out here, so that is fresh right there. The whole top of that tree is gone and is now laying across the trail right there.
Building fucking Gilligan's Island shit out here.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I have it marked, so again, you can tell how the dang water's been running off through here. I wish it wasn't so muddy. Man, I'd toss a line here.
Yeah, no joke.
What you doing, Odin boy? Last time we were here, the water was out about right there and was just as blue and pretty. Oh, here it comes probably. That was a big flash. There it is. Big old flash of lightning. Thunder's still a pretty good ways off. Stout table. Hope it can survive the floods. I mean, it's made into the stumps, so it should. Yeah, last time again, I was able to walk way out there to where the little rapids were. Not so much this time. And we have more rain coming, so no, we're not lingering in here too long because this is going to keep coming up, and we still have to cross it again to get out. That's the problem. I know everybody has seen those viral videos like where you're hiking through a dry canyon and the next thing you know, it's a raging torrent of water. And that's here where we're surrounded by a mountain right there. And then on the other side of us here is another mountain going up. I was actually hoping it wasn't going to get like this with it all muddy. It was going to be pretty because we were planning on coming to this spot right here and fishing. There's a real deep pool that runs right through here. And then of course back to where we started is really, really deep pool. Last time we were here again, we could actually see, you can actually see trout and stuff that were swimming around out there that were chasing bugs. And anyway, I was gonna try, but there ain't no reason to worry about it now. Water's way too muddy. But it is freezing cold all the time too, so the trout love that cold water. Anyway, this is a campsite that we've stayed at. It's going all high tech now though, man. Got built-in furniture and everything. Anyway, back on the road. Like I say, we can't loiter here too long. That water is going to be steadily coming up. It's going pretty fast though, so that's a good sign.
It was going pretty damn fast where we went through it. Want to hook up for this one, or you want to just go?
I think this one's okay. I mean, from what little I've known and always heard, like the faster the water's running, it has to be shallower.
Okay, here I go.
I'm already across. Well, that is it for the Ozarks trip. Memorial Day weekend 2025. Had an absolute blast as usual. And yes, it is still raining, but that's normal out here during this time of the year. I mean, you get a lot of rain, but it makes the water crossings really, really fun. So anyways, we were camped about 8 miles out into the middle of the forest, the woods, and truck did great, man. I mean, we took it down in there some places I thought I wouldn't take it, that's for sure. But anyway, I made it back out here to the highway. This is Highway 7 that runs down to Dover, heading south. That's the way we're gonna go, and then we'll pick up 40 back over to Little Rock and make our way on back home. But anyways, huge thanks to Rock Solid Rig, Josh and Providence. As usual, they are an awesome host, and they get us to some places that you would probably never find. So until next time, that's it for the Ozarks.